Hey, welcome to another episode of Flip and Cliff. The snowmobile stuff is all done, so we're going to work on a Jeep today. My daily driver, it's an '06 Jeep Wrangler. Developed a misfire on the way home from work yesterday, so we're going to pull it in, take a look, see what we can figure out. I'm sure we'll have to order some parts and get her finished up whenever they'll show up. But thanks for watching. Okay, so I think the start of this will be pull some pull the coil packs and the plugs out, and we'll see which one is wet and what's going on here. Either we had a coil fail or an injector fail. So either one's wet or it's dry and white because it hasn't been getting gas. Just 4 bolts that hold the whole coil set up down. Then it should just pop off of here. And there's a plug-in on the back that you can't really see. There it goes. See if any of these boots look like they were arcing through. They are cracked a little bit. So it is a possibility. Plug socket out here and pull these plugs and see what things look like. First one, that doesn't look too bad. A little burnt down on the electrode, but nothing terrible. Boy, look at the gap on that. This electrode is just burnt right off. That may be the issue right there. We may not even have a bad coil. Some of these are getting a pretty big gap on them. But nothing quite like that one. That one is. That's big. Let's take a look at this here. A little more than 40 thousandths. Not quite 50. So I'd say about 50 thousandths, which I'm assuming is probably what these are supposed to be. Let's check the messed up one. That's more than 50 thousandths. Let's try 60. That's got 60 thousandths a gap. That's a lot. I think the rest of these are going to be normal at that. So yeah, we got a couple of some big gaps here. I wonder if that's what's causing my misfire. None of them are wet. So if there's nothing wet, then we don't have a plug that's not firing whatsoever. We may have an injector that's not firing. Well, I say we go to town, get some spark plugs, and start there. Okay, we are back at it here. Got some new spark plugs. Let's hope this is the problem. Otherwise, it looks like these we're all firing. None of them were wet. So I'm thinking it's not a coil issue. It may be an injector issue. We will find out shortly. Okay, put the coil packs back on here. There it went. And let's hope the misfire is gone after this. Just put that on loosely for the moment and see if this thing still misses. It still has misfire. Number 6 back here didn't do anything. So my guess is number 6 injector stopped working. Yeah, I believe number 6 injector is not working because the plug was dry, not wet. So it's not that a coil is not firing. And unplugging that injector does absolutely nothing, where all the other ones are very noticeable. So I think I'll order some injectors, and when those come in, we'll put them in and see if that solves our issue. Well, as you can see, we got the Jeep back in the shop here. My injector showed up off eBay. These are just reman injectors, but they look like 7-hole injectors. So that's good. It helps a little bit with fuel atomization and whatnot. Let's get you up in here. We'll start taking this thing apart. As you can see, Clyde is here to help today. Not sure how much help he's going to be, but he's here. What do you think, Clyde? Is this the problem? Which injector is it? I think it's number 6 back there. Okay, you gotta get out the way, buddy. You gotta move. The people don't want to see your butthole that much. Okay, so there's just 4 bolts holding the fuel rail down, and then unplug the 6 injectors, and then you just gotta pop it up out of there. And it's good and tight. Ooh, jeez. Maybe a pry bar, a little persuasion here. Boy, do those not want to come out of there. There we go. Okay, and there's just these little metal clips here. There we go. Now we can get that up out of there. I think this one here was the culprit. There's plenty of stuff on the end of that. Yeah, this one is far cleaner in the end. So I'm going to get a wire brush in here and clean those holes out just a little bit so the new ones go in easier. There we go. Now we'll spray a little carb clean in there just to clean the crap out. See the most of the O-ring stuck in here. Okay, we got a little carb clean. Spray all this out a little bit. Watch out for a cat. Okay, so normally I put a little Vaseline on the O-rings. Make sure they slide in and you don't tear one. But I don't know where in the hell my Vaseline is. So we're going to use a little silicone lubricant today. And we just pop this clip back on. Snaps into a groove on the injector and underneath the lip of the fuel rail. kind of twist them and move them around, and the O-rings will pop in there. You don't want to just force it down in there, then you'll tear an O-ring, and you'll be taking this all back apart because you'll have a fuel leak. You'll be spraying everywhere. Yeah, this one's got some rust there, so this is going to be the difficult one, I guess. I tried to clean that up a bit, but don't want to get too forceful here. This is where I think the Vaseline is better. It's a little more slippery and it stays. We got it to go. I think that's going to be all right. And we'll spray up the other side. Whoops. Get them all lined up and started there. And you just give us some pressure and work it down in there. That's there. They're clipping on, but the little red pieces don't want to slide back down. But I am not concerned about that. They're clipped on, they're not going anywhere. If I can get this damn bolt to start, there we go. Sometimes you just got to swear at it, and then it'll go right in. Now, I know when I go to start this, it's probably going to be flooded a bit because I was pulling the injectors out. We dumped a lot of fuel down the throttle body. Meow, what do you think, Clyde? Is it going to start and run correctly? Let's hope so. I didn't put this back on. We'll remember that. Well, let's do it now. Done. You out of the way, Clyde? And I tore the O-ring on that back one because it's spraying out where it's in the fuel rail. Son of a bitch. Oh, now we get to pull it all back apart. It was still misfiring too, but I'm hoping it's just because that injector is not getting pressure. Okay, so now we'll pull this one back out. Yep, we pinched the O-ring right there. Not sure if you can tell that on camera. Yeah, there you go. So that one's junk. We'll just pull one off an old injector and put that on. The good thing is that cup cleaned up now by pushing in and out. Oh, that slid in way better. There we are. Now let's hope it runs on 6 damn cylinders when we put it back in, huh? Whoop. See, and that's how you lose your 10 mil socket. Well, it hit the floor at least. I heard that. That's a plus. Yep. That's why you just walk to the other side and do it. Okay, let's try this again. No leaks this time. It's still got a misfire though. What in the hell is going on with this? Okay, we're back on this the next day here. So I went to O'Reilly's, picked up a coil pack setup, which was my initial thought, but the plug looked like it was firing, so I put injectors in it instead, which I'm happy doing that injector upgrade. It costed what, $30? And now I have 5-hole injectors is what those were. And that's going to be a better setup anyways. Better fuel atomization. We can just turn that, get it out of the way a little bit. Let's pull these coil packs back off. Drop the bolts on the floor. You know, why not? Get back here to this plug-in. Get that off of there. Kind of a weird setup doing all the coils as one unit. Makes it a little more expensive than just replacing one, but it is what it is. It's a new unit from O'Reilly. Looks good. I don't see any reason it's been beat up or any issues there. There we go. I was nervous for a second there. I didn't think that plug-in wanted to plug in. Come on. And throw the socket on the floor. How many times today will I have to pick something off the goddamn floor? All right, let's see if we don't have a misfire now. No misfire. You got something. Well, good deal. It runs. It doesn't miss this time. Yeah, I didn't need to do injectors, but for $30, what the hell? The coil setup, that was about $70. So, no coils and injectors. So we fixed this for about $100. That's not bad at all. This thing is going to get listed. Let's see if we can sell this. I like it. It's a good vehicle, but I got a loan payment on this one, and I don't think that's necessary. We'll get rid of this, and there's plenty of other stuff out in the yard. We'll get something going. And I sold the Volkswagen. That's gone. Lost my ass on it. It is what it is, but it blew up. What can you do? Somebody else wants it. They're going to put a VR6 in it and supposedly make it all-wheel drive. It'd be a pretty cool setup. But I already purchased something else. So I guess that'll probably be the next video. We'll see what I got now. Well, there it is. 06 Jeep Wrangler. Pulled in for misfire on cylinder 6. Put injectors in it. Ended up throwing coil packs in it. Oh yeah, new spark plugs too. I forgot about that. That was kind of necessary. Those were pretty shit. It's supposed to be gapped at 35,000s. The biggest one was 60,000s. So that wasn't helping anything. Could be why the coil burnt out. Who knows? Might have been too much for it. But I'm going to be gone for the weekend, going to a chopper show down in Milwaukee called Mama Try. You're going to see some flat track racing as well. Um, when I get back early next week, we're going to take this thing and clean it out and clean it up and take some pictures and list it. I don't know. It's not perfect, but it's got a nice clean frame on it. 190,000 last year for the 4 liter, which to me is the best motor they put in Wranglers. And we'll throw it out there for 6,000 to see if anybody bites on it, I guess, and go from there. And like always, thanks for tuning in and watching another episode of Flip and Cliff. We're gonna see if we can flip this thing and we'll buy some more shit. And like always, like and subscribe. We'll be back for the next one. Thank you.